the lightness, I guess you can say.
Yeah, well, the first ayahuasca experience I ever had, I'd read about it, and I was so drawn to it that I was going to go down to Peru for a couple of weeks because I just felt that was calling me, you know, and it was the medicine that I wanted. And the shamans say when you're ready, the medicine will call you.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to book a flight down to Peru and experience it down there. But just by chance, I met a guy in a vegan restaurant. He was playing music. And he said at the end of the song, one of the songs he did, that he was running a ceremony this Saturday, the following Saturday, in his place, in a remote place in southern England.
Wow.
And I liked him. I really liked the guy. He felt authentic, and he'd spent time in the jungle with the shamans, and the medicine he got was really good, you know, because that's important, getting the right medicine that's, you know, from the right source. And so, yeah, I went to this ceremony, and for, you know, it was very, very powerful. It was the most powerful thing I've ever done in my life. For the first 3 hours, I was just in a state of absolute bliss. And there were only four of us in this room. And I was, you know, visiting these crystal palaces and animal spirits, and my patriarchal downline, I was communicating with them. It was incredible, you know, and it was all real. You know, I know the difference between that and acid, you know, which I used to take when I was younger, which is, you see, you have positive hallucinations on acid. That's where you see things that are not there. With ayahuasca, you have negative hallucinations. That's where you're actually seeing things that you couldn't see before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, you know, so I had this.
That's a really good way to describe it, how negative hallucinations, because it's not an hallucination.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? So you want to know what you're seeing is real, and it's not your mind playing tricks on you. But I had this sort of experience in life to know the distinction between, you know, and I was in these crystal palaces and, you know, absorbing this knowledge and, you know, spiritual wisdom that was coming at me. It was incredible. But then after 3 hours of that absolute bliss, my shadow, bang, it came up.
Yeah.
And it was like this darkness that came up inside me. And it was really powerful, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, you know. And kind of at the time I thought, you know, I you know, my work had started to really take off, and I just signed a major book deal in the UK with Orion, and in the States with McGraw-Hill. And I was, you know, my career was going as good as it could have done. But I got this thing in the ayahuasca ceremony. It was a very sort of weird image that came at me. And it was like this showbiz person, you know, like a game show host with white teeth, perfect hair. And it was like ping, you know, the teeth went like, he smiled. And it was, and it was like, you know, this really cheesy image kept coming at me.
Yeah.
And I was kind of having an argument with myself saying, but I'm not like that. I'm not getting caught up in showbiz. You know, I'm not going to be a dickhead.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized afterwards it was kind of a warning. It was warning me as to what could happen if my ego got bigger. It's like, and it was so, the intelligence of the medicine blew my mind, because it was showing me something. And I could have gone down that path, because I was getting fated. I was getting, you know, I had cardboard cutouts of me in stores, you know, big chain stores. So, you know, when that suddenly comes with money and all that kind of success, it can get you, especially because I was a kid that came from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your ego does, you know, it's like, oh, wow, I've done it. You know, you get a bit fluffed up. But it was warning me. The medicine was warning me, don't go down that road, you know, because it can, you know, it's a dangerous path. It may feel warm and comfortable, and you may like all the, you know, the
bells and whistles.
Yeah. And so it was incredible. You know, that was a really incredible experience, warning me of that. And, you know, at that moment I purged. Hopefully I vomited it all out, as you do with ayahuasca. I should explain to people that's what happens when you take ayahuasca. You know, when your shadow comes up and
purgative,
you purge the darkness. You're literally purging this crap inside you. And that was it. That's what I did, you know, and got out. And fortunately, I never went showbiz route.
You know, that really makes me think about the concept of resistance.